Good afternoon, Ore City Middle School students and parents. We want to take a moment to wish you well and hope that you're just making the most of this time and encourage you to enjoy this beautiful weather while we have it. I want to let you know that our next drive up packet pickup is Monday, April 20th from 10 to 1. Of course, you can always pick up packets during office hours, but you do have to come into the office to pick those up. The only time we're doing the drive out is on Mondays from 10 to 1. Work can be returned at the packet pickup. They can also be returned during office hours or by emailing a picture of the completed work to the assigning teachers. Our office hours are Monday and Thursday each week from 10 to 4 p.m. Report cards were emailed home to parents and to students, to the student school email, to the parents' email. They're also available in Skyward Family Access. Parents, if you did not get one mailed to your email, you might call and check with the office and make sure that the email that we have on file for you in Skyward is the correct one. Remember that class questionnaires are online in the English teachers' Google Classrooms. Paper copies are passed out with the last set of packets. We'll pass them out again. Now remember, these are only for next year's grade 7 and 8 students. Next year's grade 9 students, these will be sent to you soon from the high school. Next year's grade 6 students, they're available through your elementary teachers, and I believe Miss Drennan is the primary point of contact on that. You can also email our counselor, Miss Ford, at fordc@ocisd.net. Now, I do want to remind you about our IXL contest. We're giving away a $10 Sonic card to the student who answers the most questions in each course subject. So each course teacher will have a $10 Sonic gift card to give away. You have to master 5 skills at the grade level. That means you score 100 on that. If you miss one, you can still earn that 100. You just have to answer more questions. So don't give up. And remember, you must answer 10 diagnostic questions per week in the ELR and the math to qualify. So if you get the most in math, but you don't have the 10 per week in the diagnostic or in English in the diagnostic, whichever way it goes, you may not be the winner because the answering the diagnostic questions is just as important. At this time, I want to share our leaderboard with you. Now, this is just based on raw questions answered. We haven't looked at the diagnostics yet. In Miss Agnew's class, Addison Gray has 210. Amy Morzano has 200. Donald Beasley has 174. In Miss Kennedy's class, Amy Morzano with 286. Cynthia Dundry with 166. Brooke Bird with 157. Miss Johnson's science class, Brooke Bird with 133. Sandra Jimenez with 117. And Addison Gray with 76. In Miss Fowler's class, Sandra Jimenez with 549. Wow, that's a bunch. Kara Coppage with 371 and Tadrian Thomas with 363. In the 7th grade, Miss Ravelette, Sierra Solomon's got a whopping 366. Michaela Knapp, 228, and Katie Fry with 163. In Miss Jones's class, Michaela Knapp has 201. Eric Loaiza has 166, and Hannah McLaren has 158. Mr. Marshall and Mr. Brown's science classes are wide open. Guys, get in there and get to answering some questions in those classes so that because there's some money to be made right there. Don't leave it on the table. And Miss Wynn's in the 8th grade, in Miss Wynn's math class, Zach Wickerson's got 290. Zoe White has 289. Emmeline Murrell has 242. In Miss Evans' class, Mary Lopez has 192. Michaela Burks has 172. Jasmine Lenore has 170. In Miss Phillips' science class, Israel Paluda with 246. Zach Nations with 85. Jasmine Lenore with 50. In Miss Furlow's class, Zach Nation has 260. Spencer Laster with 204. Israel Paludo with 166. In Coach Newsom's math class, Kane Williams has 271. Caden Sessions with 231. Jemiah Brown with 228. In Miss Bell's English class, Isaiah Brown has 81. Brendan Brown has 31. This is anybody's race that's wide open, ladies and gentlemen. Again, these are just raw numbers. We haven't gone back and looked to make sure that students are answering the 10 diagnostic questions a week in ELA and in math. So those numbers may not be the winners if they're not doing that. Also make sure that you're mastering at least 5 skills in each of these at your grade level. That means you have to score 100 on it, but even if you miss one, you can still make 100. You just have to answer more questions. Let's see how many questions we can get answered. I'd like to see somebody to get over 1,500 questions in a subject matter. That'd be pretty cool. I might even give an extra $10 to that person. If you have any questions, let me know. We hope that you guys are doing well. Stay safe. God bless you, and God bless Ore City.